What is going on? Good morning. All right, so I made this mistake when I first started this eBay store, and it seems to be something eBay kind of pushes, and I haven't seen any results from it. So this is what I did to change that to help increase sales in my eBay store. So today I'm gonna walk you through how to list an article on or an item on eBay, how to price it, ship it, or the settings you want to use for shipping. And then I'm going to show you the platform that I built to take pictures of everything, and it's pretty easy. It literally cost me $0, and you can go to Habitat for Humanity and find these things, but we'll go through that in a minute. But first, let's get some cold brew, because no good day starts without caffeine. This is stock cold brew coffee. It's one of my favorite brands of cold brew. This is just some caramel macchiato, caramel caramel. It's caramel, but that's a debate for another day. Anyways, we're gonna make some coffee, and then I'm gonna go back into the office, and we'll show you how to take pictures and how to list things. Coffee is in hand. That's Zeus. He likes to follow me literally everywhere. No, this is Tiggy. Yeah, you like talking? Hi, buddy. So, I have kind of set this room up in kind of a haphazard way. It's not really as efficient as I would like it to be. I have some inventory storage right there, some inventory storage right there, inventory storage right there. Like I said, we just started this eBay store a couple months ago, so we're still trying to build our inventory up and get it to a point where we don't have to list things or source things every day. But currently sitting right now, I think we have 150 listings on our store. And that hasn't been bad. We've had about 3K worth of sales, but usually when I get things, I'll bring them in. This pile that's right here, this is all stuff that's been listed. All of those shoes have been listed, and I feel pretty bad about stacking them that way. And I have some storage ideas in mind. I just need to move, once we get a little bigger, everything out in the garage and get some actual shelving and some boxes or banker boxes to put everything in. But how the process usually goes is I'll bring the stuff in, I'll sanitize it, and then I'll start putting stuff right here. This is another little table that I made when I'm trying to take pictures of hard goods. I'll set it on there with that as a background. Anyways, I'll set stuff right here. Usually they're folded or laid out nicely so they're not getting wrinkled. And then I'll put the items up here, and I'll start taking pictures of it. These are some American Eagle, like, boyfriend jeans, size 14. With tags in there, stretch pants. So we're gonna list these today, and then I'm gonna give you just some pointers on what I've learned over the last couple of months since I started this eBay store, and what that. One second. Back to what I was saying before my wife called me. Yeah, so we found these jeans at the bins, and then we're gonna sit down here, and I'm gonna walk you through how to list things and what eBay pushes as an initial feature on your listing that actually could be harming you and preventing you from actually making sales. So, the way that I usually list things is I'll take the item, and this board I made out of some reclaimed, like, not shiplap, but like Pergo, and it provides a pretty good background. I need to get some lighting in here. Shout out Poland Medics. Anyways, like I said, I need to get some lighting in here to make this a little bit better, but like the phone that I have, the iPhone 12, you're able to obviously increase the ISO, so your pictures come out a little bit brighter, so it's sufficed so far, but I do need to get some lighting just to make the the photo is just that much better. When we are taking pictures of things, right, I need to throw these in the dryer and get the wrinkles out before I list them, but just as an example, so I'll take a picture like this and make sure the background is in the photo. Don't overthink your photos. Obviously you want them to look decent. You don't want them to be blurry, and you want them to provide the information to the buyer, such as the size, the inseam length, the waist length, so on and so forth. But take a picture like this, and then I'll usually, if I can do this one-handed, I'll flip the jeans over, get them looking decent. I'll flip the jeans over, take a picture of the back. Any defects, I'll make sure to note in the listing. So I'll take a picture of the tag, which is American Eagle. And then, like, these are distressed. These are supposed to come this way, as you can see, designed that way. Then after that, I'll take a picture of, usually the tags right here. Then, actually, these are Curvy Mom jeans. So I'll take a picture of that. And then I will make sure to get the tag on the inside that has the size and the composition of the material. He's very talkative this morning. I'm not sure why. Let's go to the phone and I'll show you how to list it. All right, now that we've taken the pictures of the item that we want to list, now we're gonna open up the eBay app on our phone. You're gonna press the search bar. I've already searched for these jeans. So you're gonna type in the specific, like, they don't have to be specific, but the more specific the search is, the more likely you are to find the exact item that you have. When it comes to clothing, there's not always a item-specific number. Like Nikes have their shoe number, or the number of the pants. A style code is what I mean. So the best way to look this up is just to know, or just to type in what you know about the jeans. So I know they're American Eagle, Curvy Mom jeans, size 14. So I already typed that in. We're gonna search for them, and look at that. There's a bunch of listed Curvy Mom jeans. So if you don't already know how to do it, I'm gonna show you how to do the sold comps, just to get an idea how to price the item. Typically, you should have done your sold comps on your item if you didn't know anything about it, before you bought it. Just make sure there's some profit in the item. But we'll go ahead and do this right now. So filter, after you've searched for it, you're gonna see there's 18 results in American Eagle Curvy Mom jeans, size 14. It's very important to type in the size, because some sizes do sell better than others. So you wanna make sure you do the sold comp on your specific size. So down here, you can see there is 18 results, and you're gonna wanna select sold items, which is also going to select completed items. So as you can see, now there's 14 results, which is a pretty decent sell-through rate. It's not terrible. So now we're gonna go through, and these sold listings, we know our sold comps, we know how much they're going for. So now we can see that they're typically going for around $15 to $22, and you can price your item accordingly if you want it to sell faster, if you want to wait out for a little bit more money. Anyway, so these right here look pretty similar to the ones we have. So most eBay listings, especially in sold, have sell one like this. If it doesn't, go through the listings again, find one that's very similar to your item that you have, and find one that says sell one like this. We're gonna click sell one like this. Then we're gonna wait for it to load. As you can see here, now we have an empty listing, or it's not empty, but there's some fields that are already filled out. So we're gonna go ahead and add our pictures here. These are some of the pictures that we've already taken. So we're gonna take these, we're gonna make sure to get the tag and the makeup of the material. Make sure you get all of your pictures. As you can see, these top 3 pictures have a tape measure in them. When you're listing clothing, you wanna make sure to get the total length of the item. You wanna make sure to get the waist width, and you wanna make sure to get the inseam length as well. So I'm gonna select all those photos. You can select up to 12 on the eBay app. So we're gonna upload these photos. And you don't need to sit here and wait for them to upload, they'll do it in the background, so you press done. Now you can look at your title, And you can see that your title is actually, the title here is actually pretty decent. It's not terrible. So we're gonna leave that alone for now. And you can adjust your title. You might even be able to add a few things to it. You get up to 80 characters. So like for instance, we can add 5 pocket, just to give the eBay algorithm a few more things to look at when people are searching for your specific item or items that are like yours. So now we're gonna go to item specifics. The first thing that pops up is condition. These aren't new with tags, they aren't new without tags, it's not new with defects, these are pre-owned. You wanna make sure you're honest with your condition, because if the buyer gets the item and they're not in the condition previously stated on your eBay listing, it could look negatively on you, you could get a ding, get negative feedback, so on and so forth. I made that mistake with a food dehydrator the other day. I bought the item for pretty cheap at the bins, and I went through the item, but I missed a hairline crack on the very top of it. Luckily, the buyer was very nice about it, and we communicated back and forth through eBay, and she said if it affected the usability of the machine, then that she would let me know, and I'm more than willing to issue her a refund for the product. She can keep it. I don't want her to send it back because it was like $25 in shipping. So, and the likelihood of selling it again is pretty low. So I'll just let her keep it, and I'll issue her a refund if it comes to that. Anyways, back to the item specifics. You want to make sure that the specifics are in here. The size is in there, the size type is in there, the style, the brands, department. I want to make sure your department is good, because you don't want to put your women's jeans in men's jeans, because there's going to be no way to find them. And you want to make sure, like, fabric wash is light, theme is curvy mom jeans, so we're going to put that in the listing. All right, so curvy mom jeans is in there. It's not in there, right? Curvy mom jeans is in there. So then you want to go through your item specifics and just make sure everything is in there. These aren't vintage, so you get the point. So we'll leave that alone for now. I've already listed these. When I was actually doing the screen recording, I had to run out of the room real quick and it stopped recording, so I didn't realize it, so I already listed these, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. So category, you want to make sure, again, they're in the right category. You want to make sure the description is good in there. So we'll write good condition, no defects. And if there is any defects, or if the item has any defects, you want to make sure that you annotate that, because again, if the buyer gets the item and it's not in the shape that you described it in, you could get in trouble. So this is what I was talking about under pricing. This is what eBay does, and it's automated. And when I first started this eBay store, I listed a bunch of stuff as auction, and I was wondering why nothing was selling. Well, the auctions take 7 days, and like any buyer or consumer, if we want something, we want it in the quickest time frame possible. So a lot of people weren't buying things because obviously they have to wait for it. And I'm not saying being impatient is a bad thing. It's not, because, you could get something cheaper, but a lot of people want to buy it now. So we'll deselect auction. We'll get rid of that. Remember to deselect auction, and it's going to automatically select buy it now. So you've already done your sold comps on the item, so we know they're selling between $15 and $22. I'm going to move these pants out pretty quickly, so I'll list these at $18.99, just because I know that's lower than most and it's right in the middle, so we should get a pretty quick sale on this. So again, deselect auction and select buy it now, set your price. The next thing you want to do is go down to your delivery or shipping method. And as you can see here, I have flat rate, full price applied. That's a name that I chose to name this eBay shipping policy, just so I know what it is. You can name it whatever you want to. Just remember that you're gonna want to set up these policies before you start shipping, because it's gonna get kind of confusing. And a lot of these policies you won't know until you've shipped an item that needs the policy. If you guys want an in-depth breakdown of the shipping policies that I've chosen to to build, let me know in the comments, drop it down below, and I will do that for you. Also, if you haven't already, click that like button and subscribe button because it helps us out a ton. The package details, the weight and dimensions, doesn't really apply to the flat rate envelope because, believe me if I'm wrong, if you don't know what this is a flat rate envelope right here, and I believe the weight is up to 70 pounds. You can put 70 pounds worth of stuff in that envelope and it ships for the same price, which is fantastic. But considering it's flat rate and those jeans don't weigh 70 pounds, we don't need to do anything to the package details. So we're gonna click done. Under your managed payments, eBay managed payments, you might have, like some people might still be using PayPal, I'm not sure, but eBay managed payments is seamless, super easy. It takes all of the shipping costs out of your total available funds, so you're never having to pay for shipping out of your debit or your bank account or a credit card. It just takes it out of your available funds, and then yeah, that way you never have to worry about it. So I always use eBay managed payments. After you're done there, you can press list your item and you're done. But before you do that, take one more glance through your pictures, make sure everything looks good, make sure your title looks good, because I would hate for you to click list and then you realize that there's an issue with your listing and then you have to go and edit your listing. And it's not a bad thing to do, or it's not hard to do, but it's just one more thing that's kind of time consuming. So we'll list this item and then that item is done. All right, so as you can see, we took pictures of the item, built the listing, pretty easy to do, not a lot. If you have any questions, you can always message me down below or drop a comment or message me on our Instagram account and I can answer a lot of different questions. I'm not the most knowledgeable, but I have done a lot of research, watched a lot of other YouTubers, and have learned a lot from that. So I'm more than willing to help you out if you need it. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you haven't liked, and if you haven't subscribed, and if you haven't rang that notification bell, please do. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you a dime, and it will help us out a lot in the future. We'll see you on the next video.